Okay, everyone. Hey, how is everybody's doing today? Everybody sign up already. I see a lot of you. Is there? Of course. I see a lot of you signing in right now. Again, this is Mr. Q, and today we have a great topic to talk about. I will say hello to my New Yorkers right now. Say hello to all my people from New Jersey. I see all of you there in Canada. What a privilege to work with you guys. I am very, very amazed and enthused to work with you today, this wonderful Saturday. But anyway, we have to introduce some great thank you to some great people. Of course, we have to say those every single week. We have to say thank you to the staff of Coffee with Q. And obviously, Coffee with Q is a group of professionals, a group of good, great professionals that put their heads together to help you make your dream become a reality. Again, I'm Mr. Q. And today, this morning, this wonderful Saturday, we're going to talk about some great stuff. And then you better call your friends and tell them that we are ready to serve you. But anyway, this is what we have here. We have the 12 ways you can increase online business. We're going to go over them very quickly. But one of the core value of Shop on Q, I will say, because remember, they're the sponsor of Coffee with Q. Um, and I really tell you, I'm very impressed by the way they operate, the way they do their business, the way they accomplish their business. And I'm very impressed by that. But anyway, one of the core value of Shop on Q, they test everything, they assume nothing. I'm telling you, these people test everything, they do not assume anything. Okay? That's because they know that after all these years on the internet, you just never know what strategy or angle is going to work before you until you test everything. So this applies even to your star performing strategy because there are always room for improvement. Guys, never forget that. So the bottom line is testing is the only way to discover what works and what doesn't. For example, do you remember the recent um, presidential election where you see Donald Trump test every single things that he can, and then today he's the president, the 45th president of the United States. Perfect example. How did he do that? So he knows that he has very strong Republican opponent that can really destroy him politically, but he was smart enough to test his market by calling them names and degrading them and make them feel worthless. And then at the end, he won the election. Business is basically almost the same way because the competitor is looking at you every single second. They know where your weak points are. So the bottom line is testing is the only way, okay, to discover what works and what doesn't. See, on your website, for example, you have an online market, okay? You cannot just take chances and try to just walk away and try to think you're gonna say or expose a product and then you think it's good. No, you have to test it to make sure it's gonna sell. So what I will say to you guys, very simple. It is the best way to start increasing your sales if you really test everything. Exponentially, you can definitely increase yourself. And if you take the plunge and use just one of the following tests, you'll learn just how true this is, especially when you start seeing dramatic improvement to your bottom line. So this is important that if you are a business, an online business, you have to understand how that works. So we're gonna go straight over everything basically, and then I'm gonna share something with you. Let me see if I can put a PowerPoint for you so you can see. We're gonna go over it so you guys can definitely see what this is about. Um, for example, this is the 12 way to increase online sales. If we go to the first one right away, you will see test number one, offer just one product or service on your homepage. You have to do that, okay? What does that mean? Most of the time you see how people don't really pay attention to what's going on, but your job is to pay attention to everything that's going on. So Do you sell a number of products or services on your website, and then obviously they're not really moving fast? I'm going to tell you why they are not moving fast. Because you need to not put so much in there, do one at a time. You can create 5 6 different websites, but the important thing is you have to know how to really make things work, and that's extremely important. um, Most people that I deal with, and I see where the weakness points are, and I know exactly why, because they try to do too much at one time, and most of the time it doesn't work. Now go to test number 2, okay? uh, Reposition your opt-in offer to boost your opt-ins and build a bigger list of loyal subscribers. That's extremely important. Test number 3, add impact to your promotions with Hoover ads. This is are important, guys. Don't even negotiate that. Test number 4, feature different benefits in your headline. Never ever stop doing that. Go to test number 5, establish a problem in your copy and show how you can solve it. Guys, let me tell you something. If you are doing business and you really want to succeed, you have to make the customer feel confident, and you want the customer to trust you. You have to create the rapport. But if there is a problem, you have to show the customer your product or services can resolve their problems. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. Test number 6, add credibility to your copy and enhance your visitors' trust in you. You really need that. Credibility, guys. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you promote something and then the customer go after it, give it to them. Don't argue. Test number 7, focus on your site visitors, not yourself. Always focus on your site visitors, not yourself, because you're not selling yourself. You're selling your visitors. You're selling your people, your community. So you have to do it for them, okay? And test number 8, instill urgency in your copy and convince readers they need to buy now. Most of the time, we don't call for action on our website. You have to call for action. You have to know how to do that. And don't miss out. You got to do it, okay? Test number 9, remove any references to buying from the top fold, okay? Remove any references to buying from the top fold. No question about it. Test number 10, boost your product's desirability by adding images. Most of the time you're selling a product, the more you can show the product, the more you can. If I'm selling this coffee, I need to make sure that, because I know the coffee inside there is not going to sell itself, right? But the cup that holding the coffee will sell the coffee for me. Doesn't matter how the coffee tastes. You agree with me there? Because if I come to Starbucks or I go to Panera Bread, wherever I go, and I'm looking at the product, the presentation is what's going to make it work. So you got to take pictures from left to right, top, bottom, inside out, so then the customer can see exactly what you are selling them. Don't waste your time. Test number 11, grab the attention of scanners by changing the formatting and appearance of your copy. That's extremely important, guys. And last but not least, test number 12, fine-tune your follow-ups process to maximize sales and attract more repeat business. That's what it's all about. If you cannot sell and repeat the business, guess what, guys? You basically say, I don't think I can do better. So what I'm saying to you right now is this: at the end of the day, you want your customer to keep coming back and buying from you. And that's what this is about. The more the customer buy from you, obviously, the more. This is the ratio. Every 100 clients that come to your site, 10 of them will come back again. So it's only 10%. Imagine if you have 100,000 clients that come to your site and you have 10%, that's 10,000 customers. Imagine their average just by only $10. What do you have at that point? $1 million. So waste no time, guys.